I've owned my own gym for over 16 years, and in that time I've easily solved over 10,000 memberships, and I've tried a lot of different methods for attracting and converting new leads into new members. And in this video I'm going to show you the ones that consistently work for me and other gyms I work with, despite whatever trends are doing the rounds. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a free tool that I've built specifically for gym owners to help you see what you're missing from the things I've discussed, and then put them into your gym so that you can attract and convert more members. The first thing you absolutely must have in place is a free pass or a free trial, or some way of someone coming in and trying out the gym before they buy. Now, a lot of marketing agencies will say you shouldn't do this because it devalues your product and people won't see the value in the membership or in the transformation that you're going to give them. Now, while all that has some merit, and I can see where they are coming from with that, if you are trying to sell a membership which is 40, 50, 60 pounds a month, or if you're selling like a 6-week transformation, which might be in the any region of like 170 to like 200, 300, even £1,000, if you're trying to go from, hey, I'd like to know a bit more about your gym, to buy this product, if you haven't got a step in the middle to guide people so they can make micro commitments to go forward and then sign up to your main product, you're going to have a much harder time convincing them to go from, I don't know anything about your gym, to buy this product. Which is why, rather than having the step of small commitment to large commitment, we have this 3-day trial or 5-day trial, or even 7 days for £7, which is what I've done with some gyms. And that little micro commitment allows them to make a small time commitment if it's just 3 days, or a small monetary commitment if it's 7 days for £7, before they then sign up to your main product. And it gives them the time to come in, meet your members, meet you, have a sample of the gym, walk around, see if it's the right place for them, but more importantly as well, see if they are the right people for you. Because if they come in smashing the weights down and having a bad attitude and basically treating the place like garbage, do you really want that person to have signed up for a year or 3 months or even a month's membership where they're going to annoy your other members? So having a free pass is a test for you. It's also a test for them to see if you're a right fit. And our 3-day trial at Ministry brings in an average of 14 new members per month. And we have an ad spend of around about £5 to £10 a day. And if you do the maths on that, it's about £150 to £300 a month ad spend. But 14 new members brings in an average of about £550 to £600 a month of new members every single month. So we do get a return on our investment and a return on our ad spend. And what marketing agencies will tell you do need instead is a high ticket, high pressure 6-week or 12-week transformation funnel, which then takes people through this long process of heavy sales and then basically pushes them into this transformation. I can understand why people would promote that and why it would work for, say, small group PT or even larger gyms with, say, transformation programs. But the fact is that a lot of people who join gyms are not looking for a transformation. It's very presumptuous for us as gym owners to think that everybody who wants to come into your gym wants a rapid fat loss shift or gain a load of muscle or get really strong in 12 weeks. A lot of the members we've seen coming through the doors at Ministry in 16 years, they just want a place where they can work out, feel fit, have fun, meet new people, make new friends, and basically feel at home and feel good about themselves, that they're doing something positive for their health. And if you're trying to pressure sell a 6-week or 12-week transformation on them before they've even got in the door, you're going to push those people away. I would say it's absolutely essential for you to have some way of people trying out your gym before they buy. But also, there is merit in having these 6-week or 12-week transformation programs as an additional service that you can sell them. If they come in and say, actually, I'm looking for this, you can say, great, we've got this thing which will help you get the results you want. Okay, let's now talk about member referrals, because that is a big thing that gyms are told to do. Let's get your members to refer their friends, and if they sign up, then we'll give them a free gift. Now that all sounds very logical and very incentivized, and why wouldn't people do that if they're going to get a free month's membership or a free tub of protein or like a gift voucher for 50 quid or whatever you want to give them? Then that's a good thing, yes, because you're getting new members in. The problem with that is how you then change the psychology of the offer. If you're saying to people, we are going to give you a reward if you bring somebody in, what you've then done is add a transactional process to the referral process. It's what's called an extrinsic action. They're not doing the referral because it benefits the gym, they're doing the referral because it benefits them. They're going to get something out of it. Now what that means is that they might not be referring people to the gym who are the best fit for your gym. And they would probably put up with an idiot joining the gym if it means that they're going to get a reward out of it, because they don't have to see him. Now contrast that when you don't have a reward and you just have a member referral system that people refer people if they think they're going to be a good fit for the gym. Then you've got an intrinsic action, and because of this you're less likely to get real idiots being referred to your gym, because there's no transactional reward here. People don't want idiots coming to their gym, especially if they're not getting any reward for referring them. But you've probably seen a little flaw here. How can we get members to refer people if they don't get anything in return? Pretty sure they're not going to do that. Well, yes, that is logical as well. So what we do at Ministry and for other gyms I've worked with is we've installed a VIP card system. Now the way this works is that when a member joins, immediately they're going to get some free passes to give to their friends, and over the course of the year, the 12 months that they're there, they get 12 passes. If they sign up for the year, they get 12 passes immediately. If they sign up for a monthly, they get 1 pass every month. And we also give them 3 bonus passes at the beginning for the first 30 days so they can bring their friends in, because they're more likely to ping people in the first 30 days because of the momentum and the joy of joining a new gym. And our VIP pass system means that they're not going to bring people in who are idiots, because they have to bring them in to train with them, and no one's going to bring an idiot in to train with them. So you're guaranteed pretty much to get people coming in who are like your members and are more likely to sign up. And we follow up each VIP pass with a series of emails and text messages, and if they sign up, there's an incentive to sign up within the 7 days after they've had the VIP pass. And we find this converts at around about 13%. So out of 1 member who gets 12 VIP passes, we know we're going to get at least 1 membership extra from that. So although we are losing essentially £120 from giving away day passes, we actually get at least £52 for the monthly sign up. So there's a definite return on investment there, and it's a definite incentive for us to do it. And for the member, they got 12 VIP passes where they can bring in their friends for free anytime they want. This way, everybody wins and you keep the idiots at your gym. Okay, so there's 2 very distinct lead generation funnels. We attract people in and we follow up with a system to get them to convert into members. How about social media? Now, a lot of the problems I see with gym social media is that it's geared towards, I would say, appealing to their peers, as in other gym owners, or appealing to the general population. And the way this presents is people copying trends. Now, there's always a viral trend going around which people are copying. And okay, I understand it's good for engagement, it's good for content, for new ideas for content. And you should do stuff like that anyway because it's fun. However, if you're always focusing on just getting views and likes on your content, it's unlikely you're going to be putting out the kind of content which actually attracts your new members in. And you're also going to start looking like every other gym, because every other gym is doing the same type of content. It's just you doing it in a different way compared to another gym. I've seen gyms with incredibly large followings, 20, 30,000 followers, getting a lot of likes, but not a lot of engagement on their posts, as in not a lot of people signing up to their gyms. And the reason is because they very rarely have anything which is showing their gym members in action. And remember, when people are looking at your social media, if they're not your members, they're looking at, is this gym right for me? Are there people here who I would fit in with? Are there people like me here? Is this the sort of gym I want to go to? Can I get the results here? It's all very well and good to have funny content and viral content, but if that's not showing the prospective members what it's like to train at your gym or what it's like to be a part of your community, you're not going to get people signing up from that. All you're going to get is a social media feed full of likes and full of ha-has and lols, but no one saying, actually, I'd like to join. The other problem I see is gyms focusing only on the equipment they've got. And the way they do this is by showing the gym empty with all the equipment all nice and framed and nice lighting. And that's all well and good, because you do need to show that you have the equipment for people to train on. You've got the tools which they need to build their bodies. But if you're not showing the people using them and the members using them, you're really missing a trick there. So rather than focusing on what's in your gym, focus more on who's in your gym. Our social media, we only have like 4,000 followers on our ministry Instagram, but we have consistent engagement of people asking for a free trial or inquiring on DMs after watching our content. And that's mainly because we focus on videos of the members, videos of classes, videos of people working out. We also have our top 5 league tables every month showing the members who've achieved something. And this shows that we not only have the tools for people to get into great shape, we also show that we have people getting into great shape and having fun and making friends. And most of our content has a call to action, such as comment trial to get a 3-day trial. And we do get consistently people looking at our content, commenting trial, then they come in and they go through the flow and then they become a member. So before you do anything else, pause this video, open your Instagram, have a look at it and see what is your content like. Is it viral content which has got loads of likes? Is it showing your members having fun, making friends, having a good time? Is it showing people working out on your equipment? Is it showing the results that people can get there? Are there people like them training there? Are they going to want to come here? Do they feel comfortable? Is it answering their questions that they've got before they sign up, as in, is this the right place for me? If it's not, watch the rest of the video and see how you can adjust that. Okay, let's shift focus a little bit, because all those 3 things I've just discussed are more front facing in your business. Your social media, your free pass and your VIP pass. If you've got those all in place, great. You've got things attracting people to come in. However, what's going on in the background of your business? What funnels, automations and follow-ups have you got in place in order to convert people who are just dipping their toe in the water at the beginning into paid members? And I would say this is the #1 thing which most gym owners don't have in place. They have some sort of way of enticing people in, but they don't have a follow-up system. And this is not because they're lazy, and it's not because they don't want to have something in place to follow up, but most of the time it involves some sort of tech setup. And tech is a massive minefield. You've got loads of people trying to sell you all these different funnels and different systems and Facebook ad conversion systems and all this stuff. And it can get really, really confusing. But although it is confusing, this definitely needs to be part of your business makeup. If it's not, you are going to be losing members who are just not ready to sign up yet and need a bit of convincing. Because what you're going to find is that not everybody who comes in for their free pass or their free trial or whatever is going to immediately convert into a membership. You need to have some way of answering the questions of people who are not quite sure, giving them a way to follow up with you, a way to contact you if they've got any questions. Now, it doesn't have to be complex here. I have a very simple system, which is a few emails, a few text messages, and if they want to, they can send me a WhatsApp, they can send me a text message if they've got any questions. It's a very simple funnel that I use, and it's just a way of introducing yourself and your gym and what you offer and the facilities you offer, answering those questions, those objections they might have before they sign up. Now, there's lots of systems that can do this for you. Personally, I use Go High Level, and this is the system I set up for gyms I work with. And I appreciate that tech might not be your thing, and if it isn't, feel free to drop me a message and I can walk you through some of the steps for yourself. We have automation set up for most of the processes in ministry for lead generation. We even have one, if someone comments trial on our Instagram, they immediately get sent a direct message saying, hey, thanks for commenting trial, here's a link to get your 3-day trial. And you can use an app called ManyChat for that. Automations can save you a ton of time and a ton of effort, because although you can respond to every message by yourself and you can respond to every message personally, automations are, I would say, essential for a gym, especially if you've got more than 100 members, because you're going to get a fair amount of inquiries per week and you need to have some way of automating those processes and make sure you don't leave anybody without a follow-up. Okay, so we've discussed having a free trial, we've discussed having a member referral system, we've discussed looking at social media and making sure that it's right for attracting your type of person in. And we've also discussed the follow-up systems to make sure the people who are sort of dipping their toe in the water are then getting a follow-up so they're ready to sign up. What we haven't talked about yet is when they're ready to sign up and they're ready to give you money and join and become a member, what do we do? And this, again, is a massive black hole for a lot of gyms. And the major mistake I see gyms doing is having massive amount of membership options. So when you look at their page, it's like a doom scroll of gold membership, silver membership, OAP membership, blue light membership, student, under 16, over 16 and 18. There is endless options. Now, I understand why gym owners do this, because they want to have a membership that appeals to everybody, as in find the perfect membership for you. But the reality of this is you don't need all that stuff. If someone is ready to sign up for your gym and is ready to give you money and ready to come and join, having an option that saves like 2 or 3 quid here, 2 or 3 quid there, is not really going to be the thing that gets them over the line here. It's more likely to confuse them. And a couple of years ago, I had the same type of setup. I had a platinum membership, a silver, a gold, a off-peak, and all these different type of memberships. And it just got really confusing, especially when looking at our numbers each month. We were like, oh, how many's there, how many's there? It was really difficult to look at our finances. So what we did, this was about lockdown time. When we come back from lockdown, we had a massive reset of everything we were doing. And I said to everyone, right, we're just going to scrap all the monthly options. We're just going to have one monthly option, and we're going to have one yearly paid in full option, and we're going to have a day pass. So people had different levels of commitment they could come into the gym for. They could come in for a day pass, which is a tenner. They could come in for monthly, so they could monthly direct debit, or they could pay in full for the year. Now, what that gave people is a very clear membership commitment option. They could come for the day, they could come and pay monthly, or they could pay for the year. We completely got rid of the 6 month option, and we also had a 3 month option, which we generally use for offers such as 12-week transformations or 12-week deals, things like that. It's quite useful to have that option, because then you can discount it for like a Easter offer or Christmas offer or something like that. And we set the monthly, the 3 monthly, a lot higher than it costs to have a monthly direct debit 3 times. And we purposefully do that so that people are enticed away from it. They don't want to be spending more money when they could just get the direct debit. However, it works very well when you're saying, well, it's normally this much, but if you sign up for this offer, it's this much and you save this much money. Now, you might think that that put people off. Oh, I can't find a membership. I can't find the discount that's right for me. Actually, it didn't. It meant that our sign-up process was a lot quicker and people weren't confused. They were very clear about what they wanted to buy and they could buy it. Our direct debit, they can cancel at any time. They just have to give us 30 days notice. So even though it is a contract for 12 months, they can technically cancel at any time just by filling in a form on our website. And that's very important, because it reduces that I've got to commit for 12 months feeling when you sign a gym contract. And we all know of gyms that you like to use this as a baton to wield against their members to make sure they keep paying even if they want to leave. So there's literally a no risk commitment about doing the monthly option. And remember, if you think about the steps to your membership, when you have a small commitment like the trial, and you have these micro commitments square through, our core offer, our core membership is the £425, but that's a lot of membership to commit to. So people can either come for a day pass, they can then come for the monthly option, and they can come for the yearly option once they're committed to the gym and they know they're going to stay here. So we have these levels of commitment that people move up to, rather than saying, oh, we go from social media through to signing up for the gym, which is a big gap. So again, pause this video, have a look at your memberships. If you've got more than, say, 2 to 3 options for the same type of offer, like a monthly commitment, it's probably confusing the people who are trying to sign up for your gym, because they're having to infinitely doom scroll to find the one that's right for them. And if people get confused, the default answer is, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's really not what you want when people are ready to sign up to your gym. But let's also talk about your sign up process. Let's say they have thought, yes, that's the right membership for me, and they go to your sign up process. I don't know why this is, but gym software seems to think it's really important to delay how long it takes for your person to sign up for their membership and give you the money. And what they do is they throw a load of forms at the person before they sign up. They've got to put their name, address, date of birth, favorite color, dog's name, and then they go through a park queue, got to fill out all those things, and only then do they get to the bit that says give me your money. And those processes, the more questions you have, the more forms, the more fields you have to fill out, is putting friction in the way of people signing up to your membership. Over the years, I've tried to find essentially the perfect gym software, which will allow me to just go name, email, money. And then after that, they can fill out any relevant forms. And there's only a couple on the market that do that. I was with Team Up for a while. They are pretty good. And Arquetta, who I use at the moment as I'm filming this video, they basically do have a name, email, pick your membership, money, sign up form. And tick the box to say you agree to terms, that sort of thing. But it's very quick. And actually, looking at the data from when we transferred over from Team Up to Arquetta, our sign-up rates through the website, because they have a very reduced process like this, is a lot higher. Contrast that when we were with another company years ago who had all these forms to fill out. There was a very confusing process which took ages, and it actually limited how many people signed up. Now we've got this very clear process. It goes a lot faster, and we make a lot more money and have a lot more conversions because of it. Because if someone is ready to give you money, don't then go, oh yeah, hold on, let's fill out these 10 forms first. You want to go, yeah, no problem, receipt. And you got the money, and now you can get them onboarded into the gym. Now, admittedly, this isn't normally the fault of the gym owner, because the gym owner looks at the gym software, they want it to do certain things, and they're not always considerate about the sign-up process. Do this now, pause the video, go onto your website as a new member, and go through your member sign-up process, and try and sign up for one of your memberships. If it takes you longer than, say, 2 to 3 minutes to sign up for one of your memberships, then that's going to be a lot longer for somebody who is new to your gym, and it's highly likely they're not going to sign up because there's too much stuff to do. So those are the 5 things over the last 16 years that I've improved massively, and I've seen a consistent return on the time I've spent putting into them and making them better for my gym. So here's the question: could you improve those things in your gym? Well, the answer is probably. But, and here's the main problem, we're all busy. Gym owners are massively busy. If you're anything like me, you've got a ton of different stuff to be doing on a day. You've got people emailing you all the time, offering you changes to your electricity contract and changes to your business rates, and or we can give you all these supplements, and would you like to try our new things? Then you've got staffing issues, you've got member issues, you've got all these things which are impacting on your day, and a lot of the time you don't have the time to go and have a look at your systems to see if they are the best systems for you. And I can appreciate that. I work with a lot of gym owners, and we see this all the time. They're busy inside their gym and they don't have time to look at the gym from the outside. So before this video becomes I must do that in the future on your to-do list, which is about 100 items long, let me give you a helping hand. I created a tool for gym owners which I call Alex, and what Alex does is basically looks at your gym through the eyes of someone who is your ideal gym member or future gym member, and tells you if that person would perceive your gym as somewhere they would like to come. Is it solving their needs? Is it somewhere they will feel at home? And it does this in 2 parts. Now, the first part is a quick test you can do yourself online. I'm going to run through it now so you can actually see how it works. So what you need to do is just go to my website, buildcoaching.co.uk, and /gym-audit, and I'll put the link in the description here. And basically all you need to do is go to here and go to start my free audit, and put in your name of your gym. So let's put in Ministry of Fitness, and the website URL there, and the Instagram handle, which is MOF Gym. For the Instagram handle, don't put the @ in, and for the website, just put the www, don't put the HTTPS at the beginning of it. Where are you based? So I'm in Bristol, and this is the important part. This is what makes Alex different from like generic AI prompts, which is look at my website and tell me what you think. What we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 members, a description of 2 members who've been in the gym for a little while. So I've got these saved, and I'll just copy and paste it here. Okay, so put in a slight description about 2 people. These are real people who come to ministry. I've changed the names though. So mum of 2 who works out fitness and trains with her 2 daughters, does classes, 35, trains in the afternoons and evenings. And then we've got a guy who is a dad, and he trains for strength and fitness and trains in the morning. So we've got 2 sort of distinct people. Both of these are people who I would like to see more of in my gym, and so I put this in here. Put the sort of people you would like to see more of in your gym. If your gym's full of bodybuilders, great, do that, because ministry used to be a bodybuilding gym. Okay, so then we go to lead flow here. Now, we need to just answer a few questions about how your gym is set up for attracting leads. So what's your current growth situation? So we are more members signing up than leaving. And be honest about this, because it can't analyze stuff if you're not honest. So how many steps someone go through to pay a member on your website? I'll put in a few extra steps here. Describe how someone gets a free trial at your gym. If you don't have a free trial, that's it. Fine, just put in don't have a free trial. We do, so I'll put in some stuff there. And when you put this in, make sure you are very detailed about how your free trial works. Is there a follow-up process? Do you just give them a day pass and hope for the best? That sort of thing. Make sure that you're very detailed here, because this is really, really important when it comes onto the website scan and creating the persona of someone who's going to come and look at your gym. What's your current situation with Facebook, Instagram ads? Do you run ads? If you don't, that's fine, just say. But for a lot of business owners, a lot of gym owners, Facebook ads are very confusing, which is quite enormous confusing for a lot of people. So let's say we use them, not happy with results. If you are using them, what do you use them for? So we use them for free trial or other there. What does your Instagram content focus on? Remember, we're talking about, is it members? Is it kit? So let's put this one here. So this is how we attract people in. And then we're going to talk about how we keep people as well. How long do members stay on average? So we track and measure the data, but let's just say about 2 years. And what tools do you give members to help them get results independently? So I have 3 tiers here. It's called tools, accountability, and belonging. There is another YouTube video you can watch, and I'll put the link about it somewhere around here, which you can watch about that in more detail. But let's say we go 1 or 2 things. Do you have a system that flags some member hasn't visited for a while? Yes, we do, and it's 14 days. Do you have a member challenge or gamification system? We have the My Zone stuff, and we have some other stuff as well. But let's just click that one there. And how would you describe the community feel at your gym? And then be honest about this, because we can't help you. I can't help you if you lie and say, yeah, everyone's friendly and everything else. If you have got a fair few idiots coming in, and you'd like to change that, that's really important. So make sure you're honest about this. So let's say it's friendly. Okay, and then the crucial thing here, what happens when someone inquires about your gym but doesn't sign up? How do you follow it up with them? So we do have a process for that, so I'm going to put that in there. If you don't have a process, please do write in there, we don't have a process, because again, this is honesty, it's trying to help you, so don't sugarcoat it for yourself. Right, so once you have clicked on get your results, what Alex is going to do is going to look at that. It's going to create the persona of the person who is your ideal customer, and it's going to analyze your gym and what you've told it based on what that person would think. Now, this does take about 10-15 seconds, and what it will then give you is it will give you a score. Now, it's giving me 3 priority actions. So first of all, I could make my challenges monthly and consistent, because I said we only do one-off challenges. Then there is a sign-up flow friction, which is what we talked about just now. As this needs to happen before payment. So what I was saying about before, where you've got like 5 or 6 screens, or like 3 or 4 forms that need to be filled in, do you really need those before you take the payment, or can you just take the payment and then send them the stuff afterwards they need to fill in? Be very clear about this. If you need information, what do you need first? Do you really need all this stuff like ParQ before they've paid, because they're not a customer yet? So make sure you think about what's the flow of what do I need here. And this is based on my 3 criteria. Again, I said there's a video about that. Belonging is a really key thing here. Do they feel at home here? Is this the gym for them? Okay, now once that's done, you can then get these results emailed over to you. So if you put your name and email, and then it will shoot you over the results. And that is all completely free. There is absolutely no charge for doing that. And that's my helping hand to you. Hopefully you get some results for it. Now, if that is enough for you, great. I hope it helps you. If you want a deeper scan, if you want something which is more informed about your website, you can look at the Gym Audit Pro. And what Gym Audit Pro does is Alex then takes the persona that you've told it, your ideal customer, and what it does, it goes off to your website and then looks at the website based on everything you've told it about that person. What we need to now is go to my website, billcoaching.co.uk/gym audit, and I'll put the link in the description. Have a go at that and see if there's anything obvious that pops up which you're not seeing, because quite often we look at our business and we don't see the issues because we're always looking at it. This will give you a very clear and very critical view of your website and your functions and your processes, and hopefully give you some ideas about how you can attract more members into your business. Hope that helps. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.